too. This I always take notes, so I have like pages.
I know, Jackie.
Full of
You're
Yeah.
notes.
really good. You take
Well,
Pages
no,
of
notes
and
all the
notes.
time.
yeah, and Jackie's going to remind me of all this shit.
Okay,
Cynthia
Cynthia
doesn't
has
have
it
notes.
rewatched, but I'm watching it for the third time right now, and they've got
Well,
notes
Yeah,
no,
left and right.
I got it on. I got the very
we'll be.
first scene right here. Loving the first scene, y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as Jackie and you cue me into stuff, because I'll remember. But if
Yeah.
you want me, I can't remember it from beginning to end because after I watch a few anything, they all merge into one big episode for me in my mind.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
true.
here's my
Sometimes.
question. All right, you're
First of
talking about
all,
that first. Oh, go ahead, Jan.
no, first of all, I want you guys to know that I took these notes really late at night. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
And I called Ellen Helen.
But the fact that you can read your own writing is a good thing.
I can't do that.
That was,
Your own thing.
I looked at that. I was like, Helen? Who's Helen?
So did you all notice that they sang the opening song in English first? Did you guys
Mhm.
notice that?
Yeah, I
anybody
did.
notice that?
I
I
noticed.
don't like.
I
I
noticed.
don't like the song.
Okay.
Oh, I like the
Because
new
the
song.
first
I like the new
the
song.
first 2 episodes they didn't do that.
Okay.
See,
I
there's
think. I
Jackie
think
paying attention.
Just
to
wondering.
me,
Just if you guys knew
to
if you guys
me
noticed
the
that.
Oh, Jackie
to me
paid.
the intro is too long. They need to cut it.
Well,
It's too
Seriously?
long. It takes
Jan,
forever.
Jan, I agree because it takes away from actual content in the
Yeah.
show, and we actually don't need to see the same damn thing over and over again every week. And Kathy's there.
No,
Yeah.
Kathy says I
No,
don't
no.
have.
But
Never mind. Go ahead.
Jackie and I skip the intro and the theme song quite often, right, Jackie?
Yeah.
Most of the
Are
time.
they-
I mean, once I know what it is, then I kind of. I mean,
Yeah.
the Skyboat song is their intro is not that short either. So
No,
and I don't see anyone
no,
really
no.
complained about that. That was a long intro too.
Well, I didn't
Yeah,
complain
I
because I
like the
skipped it.
song. I like the song on the Outlander, but I don't like the song, and it's way too long. That's
Hmm.
my.
I don't mind
Well,
it. I guess it doesn't.
like it's a good song and the music's
It's
pretty,
okay.
but yeah, it's okay. But the
Okay.
truth of the matter is it does take away time from the actual show.
Yeah.
They could actually
does.
add on another 10 minutes of show
Oh, easily.
content.
Well, it's
Yeah.
a
No?
thing they do on cable only though, because they don't do it on standard TV. You never see long intro or title scenes on
No.
standard television.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's
That's
just
true.
on
No,
cable
never do.
shows. Yeah,
Right,
Well,
correct.
I don't watch TV anymore.
I think
Well,
I think they
I'm
figure
on-
since they don't have to stick in 10 minutes of commercials, they can give us 2
Right.
minutes of music.
music.
That's a
I
good
guess.
good point. Good point.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True that. True that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do that.
So,
So we're
did you
getting
guys see
all-
the parallel to the first scene to a Jamie scene? Did
Oh,
you guys
hell
get
yeah.
that?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
But we got a little sexiness going on here.
We do.
Mhm.
we do.
For like father, like son.
Yeah, well, little
Okay,
little
but-
but
Is that all right? Is
Well,
that a
like,
future scene or is that a dream scene of Alan's? I feel
That's a
like it's
dream
a dream scene. Yeah,
This
I
is
do
a
Wait a
dream
too.
scene.
Yeah, I think it's a.
Yeah, this
I
is
you
a
think
talking
dream.
it's a
about
dream too.
when they're out in the heather there? Is that what you're talking
Oh,
about? What are you
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
dream.
When he's got his
Oh, okay.
hands, she puts
On
his
her
hands
thigh?
just right
Oh,
there.
I did not think that was a dream. I thought that was real.
Oh, that's a dream.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Because
I
then
thought it was a dream too.
she wakes up
I-
and Mrs. Fitz wakes her up and him
Right.
and
Okay.
Mrs. Fitz say the
Yes.
same line.
Oh,
But
okay.
she
Well, then I'm
does
going to have to go.
Say your prayer or
I did
something.
not rewatch. Remember?
Yeah.
So and I usually watch these
I don't
things,
know why I didn't
2-3 times at least.
Yeah, because
Brian's
Mrs. Fitz and
looking
him say
really
the same
good.
thing, and then she wakes up.
Yeah,
I think Brian is really handsome.
he is.
And, Jamie Roy is pretty.
He
Yeah,
is pretty.
he is.
He is
He's
pretty.
pretty.
He's pretty.
He's
And-
pretty.
And I got into not really an argument, but there was a discussion as to casting, and my personal opinion is they did a far better job casting lookalikes for these roles. And I think you guys agreed this year.
Yes,
do.
absolutely.
This show than they did with Outlander. Outlander, I think they were just trying to get the stuff out there. Now they know what the public likes. Now they're saying, okay, we need to recreate these people and make them look like they're kids.
Yeah.
And they're doing
I
it.
agree.
They're
Because there's a lot of question about that.
yeah.
And here's my thing that everyone always talks about how Jamie Roy looks like Sam Heughan, and I don't see that.
Mm-mm.
I don't see
I don't
that.
see it
but
either.
No,
I
he doesn't
think-
look. No.
he doesn't look like Sam Heughan, so I don't get why
No.
people keep saying that.
okay, you don't look like your mother. I don't look like my mother, but we both have characteristics in our face of those people. And
Correct.
Sam Heughan looks more like Jamie Roy as far as his facial structure to me, his eyebrows, his eyes, than what's his, your Katie's favorite, Charles Vandervaart, ever did. I'm sorry.
I think he looks more like, because according to Outlander, he's supposed to look like his mother, right? He's supposed to be the
He
spinach
does.
of his
Yeah.
mother.
Does. Yes,
He
he
looks
does.
more like the girl
More
that
like his
plays the
mother,
mother
yes.
than the dude that plays his father. I guess that's
And I
what
think
I'm
we
getting
both,
at.
I think we all agree with that, Jackie. But you can see what
Totally.
traits he might have pulled from his dad. He definitely
Yes. Yes.
resembles
Yeah.
Harry
Yes.
over but
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that you
Yeah.
can kind of go, okay, so maybe the cheekbone and maybe the jawline that he got from his dad. The rest of it would be his
Yeah.
mom. But you can
Yes.
see that
Yes.
something would be taken from there. I look like my
I just-
mother through and through. Absolutely no way to deny that my mother and I are related. However, I
Right.
have very short arms and short legs. Thank you, Dad. So it's there. and you can also
Yeah.
Well-
say, I want to point out, too, that I really think that all of the actors took a lot of time watching their predecessors on Outlander
Yeah.
and matched their dialect.
didn't,
and,
though.
and
They
They
I-
didn't
No.
though.
but it sounds like
well-
Two of them
especially
said they.
with Joe
Two of them
Cos-
said they never did.
really.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
two.
I'm
Yeah, two of
surprised.
them said they didn't.
Oh,
Jamie Roy said he did watch Outlander. He did say he did.
I
watch
thought he did.
Outlander.
Yeah, I thought he said
Yeah.
he did. Yeah.
But
But-
they
One
just
thing,
didn't do
one
it.
thing that I have observed, watching all the first three, is that you definitely have to have the words scrawling across the bottom.
I agree. I did do the caption.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Because
always do.
You know who is the worst? Who has the strongest accent is the guy who plays Dougal. I
Mm,
cannot
Really?
understand him.
mm.
Huh.
And so I've turned on my words. So
Yeah, your captions. Yeah.
yeah,
Your
my
captions.
captions. So I'm doing that probably the whole series. And Outlander, I did a few times.
Right.
There's a few episodes where it was
Yeah.
really hard to hear.
Yeah.
But this new show, I think if you're not used to them and their
Yes.
speech, you're
Yeah.
going to have trouble understanding.
I used to translate English films for my mother. We'd go to an English or British film, anything from the British Isles and Ireland, Scotland, and my mother would say, "What did they say, Cynthia? What did they say?" I would say, "This is what they said, Mother. This is what they," because she couldn't understand accents either. And
Yeah.
this is a woman who'd been to Europe way more than I ever had been, but she could not pick up an accent to save her life.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there was
It,
quite
it may be
quite a-
just, you're not, at least me, my ear is not tuned
Yeah.
to that Scottish, really
Yeah.
heavy Scottish
Yeah.
accent. I just can't.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
and anyway, just an observation.
Okay.
That's all right.
Well,
That's what we're
there's
here
there's people in Louisiana I can't understand at all.
Yeah.
for. That's absolutely true.
You're hilarious.
That's
Um,
that's right.
Another thing that I observed is you can't see it, but I used to have red hair the same color as
Ooh.
Ellen's.
Oh,
And
Okay.
yeah,
you should share
and-
that. You should share that with us.
Yeah,
Share us a picture. Show us a
I
picture of
will.
you, darling.
I'll
Good.
I'll find a picture of.
Cool.
And her coloring is exactly like mine.
And
Cool.
actually,
I
she's
just thought it was-
she's a natural redhead, correct?
Yeah,
She is
she
a
is.
redhead, yeah.
I think she's a redhead. Yeah.
but I have that same color of skin and with the red hair, and I just thought it was interesting because I pick up on that because there's so few redheads that I
Yeah.
come in contact with. But that was when she was laying on the grass, and they were kind of doing the handsies thing.
They were
Yeah,
getting
I was
handsy.
trying to be-
Goodness.
Nice.
Getting handsy. Yeah.
That was one of the first things I noticed, and I'm like, her skin is like the color of my skin. When he was like doing his little finger action.
I think that's hilarious how he asked her, "So tell me how you want me to please you." I'm like, wow, like father, like son.
Yeah,
Right.
Dang,
exactly.
people.
Exactly.
Boom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where'd they get
Just
that
like
trait from that they want to
babies.
please their women? I
Yeah.
mean, come on.
Oh
You know,
no, but I
Talking
like
that
genetics.
because
it.
it wasn't
I want to
Lord
know the
Levitt.
genetic
Yeah, yeah.
strain that
Yeah.
gives us
Yeah,
that.
genetics. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I want to know
That
that.
didn't have
I,
to
yeah.
happen back then, and it doesn't happen now.
I want to know
Oh, it
that. How
does.
they
It
manage
does.
that.
Oh, it happens, Jan. You just had to be there.
Yeah, I say it does, but we're not going to go
Okay.
there. We haven't even got past scene
Yeah, well,
one, so let's pretend
are
that we
we?
Scene
watched
Wait,
one.
this
okay.
show.
All right.
I'll
She
Okay.
give
wakes up. She wakes up
He
to
wakes up.
Mrs.
Okay, let's
Gibbs,
go. Yeah.
and they start having that whole conversation about her marrying
yeah,
Malcolm
yeah.
Grant, right?
Yeah.
And she gives her the plaid, saying that this is his plaid and he wants you to
Right.
wear it. And
Yeah.
what's interesting about that is that she thought she was talking about someone else at the very beginning. Oh,
Yeah.
you're all happy. Why are you so happy?
Right.
Oh, well,
Right.
and because it is because of someone special. And she's like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it is. And
Mm-hmm,
she
mm-hmm.
starts talking, thinking, well, I didn't think you'd approve him, because she's thinking he's talking about
Right.
Brian, when
Right.
she's not
Right.
talking about Brian.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
And we're all like, we're all looking at her going,
It looked like,
talking
do you
about
not
the
know who
wrong
she's
person.
talking about?
No, of course she doesn't. Because it's forbidden for them to even like be mentioned in the
together.
same sentence. Yeah.
So
Or
she
men-
was
But it's
probably
so-
wondering how she knew that, but I don't know.
It's so weird because you know that you know this, and yet when she runs into Malcolm later, he's, are you keen on the match? Are you happy about? Oh yeah, that it's okay.
Oh, sure.
She decides
okay.
to go along with it,
Yeah.
at least in word to him,
In word,
which
yeah.
I don't know surprised me
Politically,
there.
politically, it was political. It was a political move. No, it was her mechanization. She's planning ahead. The woman is,
Right.
when you after this episode, you know that Ellen is really the
Yes.
strongest
Very
person
smart.
in this whole family. She's the
Yes, she
smartest,
is.
Very
strongest.
smart.
And the saddest thing is that she should have been laird, but you couldn't be laird if you're a woman. And her
Yes.
brothers didn't even rise her up to respect her enough, which was the
Nope.
saddest thing of all, to their loss.
Yeah.
Right. And,
That,
they, and,
that
and that's part of that first whole
conversation-
section.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that
She goes
conversation.
and says that.
That conversation that she has with her brother
Yeah.
Column.
that with Colin,
Mhm.
that was so sad. I just really felt for her.
yeah.
She says,
Yeah.
I nursed you.
Yes.
Right.
I took
Yes.
care of you.
Yes.
And then when he stands up and he walks over closer to her, and he's gonna walk up and put her in her place, basically. And he tells her about she's gonna be married, and all your privileges have been
Right.
taken from you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Dad's
And,
dead, and
you
so
know,
is his word.
I'm sure the normal woman back then would have just, accepted it.
Capitulated. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just, been angry, but would have just agreed, at some point. But you can just tell that she is not going to stand for
Yeah.
that,
No.
Right.
No, because her father raised her to respect herself, and he respected her. The problem was they were in an age where women did not have equal rights. In fact, women were
Right.
were basically the same. The word chattel, it comes from the word cattle.
Right.
We were property. We were animals. We were
Property,
whatever, farm stock.
We were a
It's like-
commodity to be sold.
Just like your children. Your children, yeah, you could kill your child legally up until like the early 1900s in America
Yeah.
if you had a reason. It's sad. We're not that far away from that. But anyway, and of course, obviously, we're seeing that in brutal ancient Scotland, you can just beat the hell out of your son anytime you feel like it because he offended
Yeah.
you.
Right.
Brian
we
gets
see that
Brian,
here.
yeah, getting the strap
Yes,
and
we
all that.
see it
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
No matter which brother, and they talked about
Yeah.
how in one of the scenes where they were going to go off to, I don't know, do some cattle or whatever that
Cattle
Yeah,
raid,
they
raid,
were
cattle
going
raid.
to
a cattle
steal.
raid.
They were going to
Yeah.
steal
Yeah.
cattle.
Well,
They come
yeah.
back and they didn't do the job, so of course
No.
he just beats them.
Yeah,
Like,
he
oh,
because they didn't follow his orders, and it's
orders,
just
correct.
and it's just like the ancient mentality. It makes great TV, but it doesn't work today, even though they're trying to do it again.
And I guess
We're
what I
not
was
dis-
wondering
We-
is, did they really
I'm
think
shutting-
that they
I'm
were going to get what they
I'm
wanted from
shutting up.
beating their
I'm
kid?
shutting up.
We can
I guess-
reserve that
did they
for
really
another
think-
talk another day. Honestly, I wouldn't be
guess
opposed to it, but we're
Well,
not doing that today.
I know a lot of people that say spoil the rod, spare the child, or spare the child, whatever. Spare the
Yeah.
child.
I say
spoil the
educate the
child,
child.
understand.
Yeah, I do
Be
too.
surprised
I do
how
too.
much.
I was
Yeah, it
really,
helps.
I was really taken aback how cruel their father was, though.
Yes, he
To the
was. He was.
boys.
Really,
Well,
I
Yeah.
mean, that guy
Yeah.
who,
Yeah.
yeah.
played the father, he was a really great actor.
Yeah, he is. They're
Oh
all good
yeah,
actors.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And I was really like, oh my God. I mean, Colin falls down the stairs and
Yeah. And
almost
his father,
broken his neck, and he
Doesn't
just
matter.
was
like,
oblivious to his pain.
I know. I know.
You
That
know what?
was a
That
shame.
entire scene made me upset that we didn't get to see the beaten. I was really, really hoping
Yeah.
they'd pull the
Mhm.
beaten out, and we'd be like,
Yeah.
and that's because from the very beginning we were like, "Are you a
We
beaten?
we
You know,
hear
are
about
this
beating.
powerful
Yeah, I
family?"
know.
I wanted
Yeah,
to
they
see.
missed that
Maybe we'll see.
opportunity. I agree.
Anyway.
Well, they may show it. Yeah, they may. They may.
It's
So,
not
so
pertinent
what?
to the story. That just annoyed me, and I wanted to say
Yeah.
it.
No, but I think this the building up of the characters that's going into these early episodes is some of these people come under the category of people we love to hate. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Blackjack, and all the people we love to hate.
Love
And so
Lord
he,
Levitt. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Lord Lovett,
Lord
Ooh,
London.
Colin,
that
Oh my
dude.
God.
and
That
and
guy
Wow.
is
Colin,
such a good
and
actor. I love
he
him.
is great. Tony Curran, oh, he's good in
I-
He's
anything.
good.
Yeah,
Oh, another thing that I have written down here, and I think it's really important for this episode, is what Ellen says to Colin about her she is being punished
For
for
what Dougal did.
Dougal.
yeah,
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
And
mhm,
I
yeah,
thought that
That's
was
yeah.
exactly true.
interesting and it's so true.
But yeah,
Right.
it is. It is.
That
Yeah,
It
here
is true.
Dougal is like an idiot and takes
yeah,
off,
yeah,
and
yeah,
his,
yeah.
throughout the character into
Mhm.
you know Outlander, he just doesn't think at all. He just gets
No.
No.
violent,
No,
Correct.
no. But
But
you see the fact. Yeah,
but anyway, I just thought that was I thought that was really great uh, language that they
yeah,
used there,
mhm,
in that instance, So anyway,
Yeah, and
yeah.
that's where when he finally
Yeah,
tells her that, you have to do the best for the clan,
yeah,
and that's what he kept
yeah,
telling her. I
yeah.
have to do the best for the clan, and so do you. And that's
Mhm.
right,
what
Yeah.
her point of the clan is, that she has to get married off to soothe
Right.
because of what Dougal
Yeah.
did.
Plan
yeah,
Yeah,
tensions and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, it just
correct.
good catch, Jan. Good catch.
Yeah.
yeah. I thought I was just trying to see if I saw anything else that not on that. Go ahead.
No,
I
I'm
just think it's interesting how they both brothers.
yeah. It
And then,
shows.
of course, after that, it shows Dougal doing kind of the same thing with the Jacobite
Mhm.
people,
Yeah,
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 that's another good
trying to
point.
get on his end, and
yeah,
yeah.
promises her to the other dudes. I'm like,
Well,
what is
this
with
is
these brothers?
it's establishing the
Wow.
basic character of both of these men, which we know what happens later on, or we know what happens later on, and so now we're seeing why they are the way they are to a certain
right.
extent.
I think
They
Yeah.
did.
I think it's so interesting, the politics. They showed them,
Yep.
all
Yep.
talking to the
Yep.
women, and then had men
Yeah.
around standing around
Yeah.
drinking beer
Yeah.
together or whatever they
Yep.
were drinking. I just thought that
Mhm.
was just really interesting because we know that goes on today.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Well, it reminded me of the
Well.
scene of the wedding. Even though it's the gathering, it reminded me of the scenes with Brianna's wedding where the men are gathering around saying limericks
Yeah.
while they're having a drink and
Right.
making
Yep.
jokes with each other. That it
Right.
was very much a family feel, and I like that you kind of get
Right.
yeah,
Right.
each time we see these folks, they seem to be at each other's throats one minute and having a jolly old time the next.
yeah.
Another whiskey
Yeah.
solves all problems, right?
Does
Well, I think
does.
it's interesting that
Temporarily.
you can compare the gathering in Outlander
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
the gathering here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
And you
You know
see
what?
the
I keep
differences.
I keep looking for somebody who's wearing Diana Gabaldon's dress because they said that the last time
You
that
too,
that
huh?
character
You
wore
too.
that wet
Yeah.
dress
Yeah.
was at the last
I know.
gathering. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm
I was
looking.
looking
She
for
got to
that
be
too.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
If they
know.
didn't
I
include it,
know.
missed
That's
opportunity
hilarious.
for a perfect Easter
Missed it
egg,
was.
man.
I know. I know. Well, the
I'm gonna
great
take.
hall, the great hall was not so great then, and the whole gathering was not as large,
Yeah.
Right.
and you could see that the improvements in the great hall from future scenes, of course. But
Right.
there's still the clan is a little bit in disarray, as the stories told us.
Yeah.
And
They're not.
they don't have any money.
No, that's
No.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They need a strong leader and a strong war chief. Actually, that was brilliant to do that, to go out and collect the damn rents.
Yeah.
Yeah. True that. True that.
In there, they were doing some other things. Like when we were kind of walking with the different people
Yeah.
at the gathering, they
Mhm.
did that pull game, where
Yeah.
two men sit or lay on the ground, and then they have
Hold
a
each other.
board in front of them. That
Yep.
was I've never seen that done before. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, that
And then
was
of course
good.
he made fun of Colum, asked him if he could do it, and of
Yeah.
course he couldn't do it. And then he made
No.
fun of him and started
That was-
laughing, and
that
everyone
was-
started
yeah.
laughing. That was
Yeah.
It was
cruel.
uncalled for.
And he knew
it
that.
was.
Necessary.
Well,
I
Yeah.
they were not kinder times back then.
No.
I do
No,
want to
not
take
at
just
all.
half a second and say hi to
Not
the
at all.
folks that are like howdying us. So, Cynthia, you're there.
Howdy.
You were like, you missed it, and
I'm
I was like, we haven't started yet. Kathy thought she missed it. Hi, Kathy, we're here, and Stacy is here. Hi, Stacy, and Betsy is here as well.
Stacy.
Hi, Betsy, and also Doe, who has joined, is one of our newest members. Hi,
Yes.
Doe.
Yeah.
And-
I know. I know.
Hi, Joe.
So we got a small group. I just wanted to stop and say hi to the folks that were saying hi in the comments.
Why not?
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
do it.
Go right
Absolutely.
ahead. This is your channel.
These are really smart folks, and I want to appreciate their
Yeah, they are.
acceptance
Yeah.
of us as weirdos.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I
we
have a
welcome
question.
them. We welcome them. What?
Yes.
So we
I have
we
a
had
question
like a
on one of the scenes that we're going into.
yeah.
Hmm?
Once they do the whole gathering, and you see Brian and Murtaugh coming kind of together with horses, and they're gonna kind of get
Right.
together. And he
Mhm.
finally tells Brian that, what would you do if you found out the woman you loved was promised to somebody else? So
Yes.
he
Yes.
tells him, it was very sweet,
Yeah.
that would hurt my
Yeah.
heart, or whatever he says, something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And then he goes and he goes, do you mean Ellen? And I'm like, here's my question about that. Don't you think that whole conversation would have happened way before now? That
Not
Murda was
not
in love with Ellen?
Well,
Not
I think that
necessarily.
everybody knew that Marta was in love with Ellen, or had the hots for her, or had a crush, whatever their version of it is. But Marta doesn't know that Brian has any feelings, or has even met the woman.
No.
Well, that's
But
what I
it's
mean.
ki-
Why would? Isn't that like friendship 101, that you don't touch someone else's girl that you know that they like?
It's-
Well,
saying.
well,
That's
here's
the-
the thing.
that's the
That
rule.
Murda loved
Remember,
Yeah,
Ellen.
when
the
they
rule.
first
They
met,
have to tell you. They
when
have
they
to tell
first
you
met,
that, though.
she didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't know she was Ellen until they were already at the bridge.
No.
And
Right.
so
That's what
no,
I mean, but once
I'm
they
with
hit the
you,
bridge,
Jackie.
wouldn't you back away?
I'm
Back
with you,
early
Jackie.
days.
I'm not
your best friend
disagreeing.
knows him.
I want to see. Here's
No.
my thought.
I
So
think it's
so
too
we've got
early.
these two
It's too
people
early,
who
I
are
think.
like pals, almost brothers in life.
Yeah.
Okay, so are they going? Is Marta's going to go? Oh, okay, she loves you. It's all good. Are they going to have this terrible
No.
falling out and
No.
never be
Hell no.
friends
They're-
Oh,
again?
they're gonna have a falling out.
Are they going to
probably
have
have a
falling
fight.
out and become friends again after that?
Yeah, of course.
I want to see that
don't know.
story. It's going to be interesting.
I don't think they're gonna be friends again. I think he's in love with Ellen enough to do what she wants, not necessarily what Brian wants.
Well,
I think
he
that's how
does
that's
make.
gonna roll out.
Well, he makes that pledge to Jamie, and of course the earlier chapter in Outlander, where he's
Ellen.
out on the log. He makes a pledge to Ellen, but then he tells Jamie on that log or whatever he's sitting on in the field
Right.
when his mother's died, and he comes out to tell him. But he's
Yeah.
told him that he's pledged Jamie the rest of his life. He's pledged
Yeah.
Ellen.
But what I'm saying is that that has nothing to do with the friendship between him and Brian.
Right,
That's all
right.
about Ellen. And that's what I mean. I think those two are going to have a falling
Good.
out, and the only reason why he still loves Jamie so much as a son is because of Ellen.
Just
but
for
I
the
do think they're
record,
going to have a fight.
Jackie is saying that Brian is a dog, and we're just going to go with it.
Yep. He's a dog.
No.
No. I think in actuality,
That's friendship 101. You don't do that.
I
No,
think,
I
think
agree. I
what-
agree.
I think there might be a little free zone there after he finds out, but I do think that Brian will tell him, that he's in love with Ellen, and Murtaugh will
Be mad.
understand.
Oh,
He'll be mad, but he'll understand. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I don't think so. We'll see how that all plays out.
Okay,
I don't think so.
You think this is going to be? You think there's going to be a break between them? You think that
Yes,
really?
I do.
Oh,
I do.
interesting.
Oh yeah, I do
Totally.
think they'll argue. I don't think they'll never be friends
Oh.
again. I think that
No, I think they'll argue. I think they'll argue, but I don't.
I think
yeah,
Marta will
yeah.
come to his senses and realize that honestly it was up to Ellen, and getting pissed off at
Mhm.
Brian isn't really going to do him any
Yeah.
good.
Well,
Because
the other thing to
she
recognize.
saw him as
Yeah,
just as, I mean,
I agree. I agree with Katie. I think that's what's going to happen because they've been brothers for so long
Yes, yes.
that
Well, okay. The other thing is the hierarchy. Okay, Brian is higher up on the food
yeah,
chain than
because he's the layered
and
son.
Murtaugh. And he's the laird son. Murtaugh knows this. There is a hierarchy, a political hierarchy, a societal hierarchy,
Even
and
with a bastard son.
yes, even with a bastard son. And
Well, there are
I
no
think
other
that
sons competing with him right now.
No,
He's the
but
he's
the
the
other thing
guy.
is, and Murtaugh is not an alpha male. He's a beta
That we
male.
don't know of.
isn't it no okay, so help me out. So I always thought Murtaugh was his uncle. No.
No,
No.
his godfather.
I think he's like a.
He was his
I think he's a-
godfather.
but
so
he's a
has
Fraser,
no real
So he's related
relation.
somehow to the
They're
dad.
related. They're related, but
They're
they're
related
Yeah,
somehow.
yeah.
But
Because
it's
not-
like
not-
through Mrs.
Be-
Fritz, who's
because,
also a
what's-
Mackenzie. So it's some weird,
Yes,
wacky bloodline thing that
Yeah,
goes back.
yeah.
All right.
I don't think he's his uncle though.
Yeah.
I think he might be a fourth or
No,
fifth
he's not.
cousin or something like that.
Cousin
Yes,
or
I think-
yeah,
yeah,
something like that.
exactly,
I got
exactly.
I think so,
confused for a
yeah.
second.
Yeah. No, I think you're right,
Because his last
Katie.
name is Fraser, so you know he's
Yeah.
related to the dad somehow
Yeah.
in that area. But
Yeah.
maybe
Right.
way down, yeah, some kind of cousin down there. Who knows?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right. No, he is. I think they even explained it at some point.
His
in time.
dad's
I mean,
cousin, isn't it?
Maybe
His
it was
dad's
maybe
cousin?
it was in the book. It might have been in
Yeah,
the book.
something
You
like
know-
that. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you know who showed up and I hadn't really seen him yet was Mr. Bug.
No, we've seen a
Been
couple
through
of
this whole
appearances.
thing.
Yeah.
That I have.
Yeah, he's
I've only
last
seen him
episode and
twice.
this episode.
Yeah.
Well, truth be
I
told,
don't, he kind of looks just as weird.
Yeah,
as
yeah, he
the
does,
other
he
guy
does.
He does.
but this is this is a storyline or a plot line or whatever that Mr. Bug, had that whole backstory, and
Oh,
at
yeah.
the end, of course, before everything happened and cataclysmic house burning down and all that shit, but you get a little bit of a backstory in that episode when he's talking about the Jacobite gold and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And so now they're developing that line, and I like that. I think that's good. That's a
Yeah.
line we hadn't really discussed
Yeah.
before.
I think
Storyline.
that's good.
We knew that he was
I
a
have
trusted
down
advisor
here-
of the Grants, and that's
Yes.
kind of all we knew.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yes, and that's being well developed, I think.
Okay,
Yeah, I agree.
so I have
agree.
down here, kind of next. What I had is we realize how smart Ellen is at this point.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Because
Yep.
Ned, I think
Mhm.
we can talk about that because Ned got the idea on how to negotiate something between the brothers,
Yes.
and it was all because of her.
Ellen,
Yeah.
yeah. She had an idea, and she needed him
Yeah.
to figure out if it was an idea that was plausible,
Legal enough for it to
doable.
work. Right.
Yeah.
Feasible,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. If it was
But-
And
still
it
legal
was.
enough
I
to
thought
do
that
it.
was a little bit of brilliance though in the storyline. I really liked
yeah,
that the
I
way they
think
did
it
that.
made-
Yeah,
it made sense. Everything that she
it did. It
you
did.
know,
It did.
that she had suggestion made sense.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know-
Another thing that I have down here is I loved the idea of the bagpipes. When the brothers walk in, how impressive!
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
kind of like I know
You gotta
some
have
of you don't like our president, which is fine, but I just thought it was funny. It was like the president walks in and he's got
Bagpipes.
the bagpipes coming on and all this
Mm.
stuff. It just reminded me of that, like something he would do.
That's
But anyway,
funny.
I really,
But no,
I love a
it was
bagpipe.
appropriate there. I
Yeah.
liked it. I
Yeah,
thought
it
that
was-
was nice.
It was nice.
Well,
And then
they always.
the next thing that we have, I think, that I have on here is when they present themselves to the group, the big
Yeah.
gathering.
Yes.
Hmm.
Did we skip
and they went with
where
honesty.
we went went back
What?
to with Julia when Davina finally found out that Julia was pregnant. Isn't that before all
Whoa,
that
we
happened?
missed that.
Yeah,
We did that
I
whole
thought
thing
we were
wrong.
gonna
Section
wait
in the
till when we were
center.
done with the gathering, but
I
yeah,
just
we can go back.
I
Because
wait for you to correct me, Jackie, on where we are.
Because
on
isn't that kind of plopped in the middle
you didn't
about
you
that
didn't
part?
It
do
is.
your
It is.
job.
No, it is. Yeah, it kind of
yeah,
is.
they do
Yeah.
like 2 seconds in the front and 2
Yeah,
seconds in the
yeah.
back,
Right.
and that's her whole
Right,
story this
right.
episode.
Mhm.
But
Right.
but yeah, they we've got
Yeah.
the housekeeper notices she hasn't had a cycle in a more than a
Right.
month's time there, and
So
she
she's
knows
been
what that
there,
means
correct.
because she's
Yeah.
Right.
and
Yeah, she's been there, done
and-
that.
but
Been there,
Julia
done that.
says no, that's not it. There's plenty of
No.
reasons why a
There's
woman's
yeah,
cycle
there's
can be
other
all
reasons,
off.
of course.
So
Right.
which
But
is true.
but yeah, there are, but it also plants the seed of her desperation for
Yeah.
later.
It
Yeah.
does. Whereas she
Yeah.
wants her to go off into whatever they were going to give her some kind of potion to make her have
Yeah.
a period and lose the
A- a-
baby
A
Yeah.
purgative of some sort. Yeah, yeah,
of some sort, right?
yeah.
I'm like,
right.
ooh,
But she
Lord.
doesn't want to do that simply because she doesn't want to lose
No.
that piece of her husband. She
No.
doesn't want
Exactly.
and who can
Yes.
blame her?
Correct.
Nobody.
But we see
nobody.
this
No.
again. They really employ the montage in this series lately.
Uh-huh,
It's-
uh-huh.
Yes.
We see a montage of her toiling daily, being watched, and it's done really well.
they
Don't get me wrong.
No, it was done okay. Yeah. But you know what? It kind of sort of reminded me of the Doctor Who with Peter Capaldi when he's trying to break through that stone wall.
Yeah, that's a
And
good
it's just
episode.
like it's a great episode, but over and over again. So how many times did they replay that? But you knew that he'd gone in there a million times to chip away.
Times.
I'm sorry, different series. But she is like agonizing over this.
Desperate. Now she's desperate, trying to figure out what she's going
Yes.
to do.
What can she?
Yeah.
And so she takes the Claire route. She
Oh,
does
you're
the
so
one
sad.
thing.
But she is so smart too. You can tell where
Oh my
Claire
God.
has gotten her smarts from. You know.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
I mean,
So she talks.
you know,
She covers all of that, thinking about what she goes to do, and that's
Yeah.
what kills me. Because then, like, kind of like what Katie said, then they cut back to the gathering again,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
they do
yeah,
the whole
yeah.
thing. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why do people do that?
Well, I don't know. They want to keep us guessing, or they don't think our attention. I don't know.
yeah.
And then they
Yeah.
go back to when the guys are up
Yeah.
giving their. But here's my
Yeah.
thing about that whole thing with Dougal and Column too.
Yeah.
So what's his name goes to them. I don't know if separately or together, saying this is what we can do to make this work.
Right.
This whole time, this whole 3 episodes, these guys were fighting at each other's throat, and now all of a sudden they just say, "Oh, sure, let's do it."
I agree, Jackie. That was too easy.
That's
that
a little
was
odd. It was a little
no.
too easy
That
for me.
that
I
was
think.
too. Yes. No.
They were at each other's throats, ready to kill each other.
He
over
would
this
not- he
Well,
would
but
not-
here's the
Just go say,
thing.
Sure, why
He
not?
would not. He would not
Here's
have
the thing.
capitulated.
They might fight each other for the same role, but they'll gang up on the person trying to take that role
Yeah,
from them.
of
And I
course.
think
Yeah.
that's what
Of
it
course.
was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, if you guys
Yeah.
don't work together somehow, we're going to be out of a
What's his name's gonna
castle.
Get it? What's that guy's other name that was trying?
Yeah.
Whatever that other guy's
McKinney.
name
Who?
was.
McKinney.
Oh, McKinney. Yeah.
You
No,
think that's
McKinney.
the reason why they
I
did that?
liked, I liked McKinney. No, I think it was the reason they did it because McKinney was winning people over, and McKinney was a very modern man for his times. The fact that he was
So,
talking to the women,
I wish they
you know,
would have
Yep.
showed that to us then. I wish they would have showed even just a blip of that conversation so we
They
know
should have.
that's
They
why
should
they
have.
Right.
did that.
yeah,
Otherwise,
Yeah.
it just doesn't make sense, right?
No, it
I
didn't-
believe that will
I
probably
agree.
be on
Yeah.
the deleted scenes of the DVD or something. It'll
hell.
be the deleted
Okay.
Because
scenes.
they
You
should
know
have
it.
at
You
least given
know
us a
it.
little thread that's the
Yeah.
reason why. Because
Yeah.
then that would have made
Yeah.
sense, right?
yeah, because
Otherwise, it
we
doesn't
know
make sense.
he would not have capitulated that easily. Otherwise, he
No.
did not have the grace and
Yep.
dignity it took to do that in the right moment. He had to be.
Yeah.
Someone had to tell him ahead of time, like Ned. This is what we're going to
I-
do to keep peace.
I thought it showed in this part of the show too how smart Ned is too.
Yes, Ned.
I love
yeah.
Ned. Can I just love
Yeah.
Ned for this episode again too?
Yes, you
I
can. We all. We
I
all
love
love
Ned.
Yeah,
He's good.
too.
I love
Okay.
Ned for both things
Yeah.
he's trying to accomplish. Let's
Yeah.
find
Right.
Julia and let's
Uh-huh.
hook up. Let's get some hookup going so we can have some peace and no trouble. And
Yeah.
I love
Right.
Ned.
Okay. Okay. Here's a monkey wrench. There's talk that Ned is a time traveler.
I'm fine with that. I'm good with it. Let's bring on
I
Ned.
am too.
Give
It
him his
makes
own
sense. It
TARDIS.
makes
We'll make
sense.
a show of it.
I agree. I agree. I think Ned is so smart because he has traveled. in all honesty.
I guess I
Yeah.
don't get that feeling from him, but I guess
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I don't know.
Well, he
I don't
said
get
he
the
started
feeling where
working
they
for the
would get that
Mackenzies
from.
because he wanted adventure. His goal when he stopped working in wherever he worked, I thought it was Inverness, but I could be wrong, and came to work for the Mackenzies, it was because he was seeking adventure.
He was in Edinburgh. He was in Edinburgh. With
Okay,
his lace
Edinburgh.
curtains.
Thank you. Yes,
You're
that's right. He did say the lace curtains. I forgot about that. But yeah, so I'm cool with that. If they were like, "Did you know that Ned's a time
I am
traveler?"
too.
I'd say, no,
I'm
I
cool
didn't,
with him.
but
I'm
I'd be
cool.
interested in his story
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, me too. And
I don't really care.
There
No.
you go.
Jan,
Jan's
you're
like,
not
none
gonna
of these
care unless
scenes had Sam.
look like none of these people look like Sam. None of them has their shirt off enough. No, don't do that, Jan. Stop. I'm weak right.
Every time
You know,
you bother me, I'm just gonna put
Say
it
what
in
you
the
want
box.
about Jamie, but he has a nice set of kneecaps. Can we just all agree those are
Oh.
good calves and kneecaps? Is
Yeah.
that okay?
He has,
Say, okay.
he has a true six pack.
Yeah, he does.
True
Jamie
Yeah.
Roy does look good in the kilt too.
those
Just gotta say,
arms. Oh,
I know.
looks good in the kilt.
So-
Gotta say.
It's okay.
does
That's
look
really
good.
all I care about. Good
and
story,
Jamie
decent
Roy
acting,
does
and
have
nice
nice
kneecaps.
knees. He has nice knees.
Yeah,
nice
Jamie Roy
knees.
looks good in the
Yes,
kilt.
he does. He looks very good in the kilt.
He
Yeah.
looks
We
very good
want
in the
to.
kilt.
We
Just
want to
saying.
see what's under that kilt.
Yeah,
Well, Jan,
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 you have
I mean,
more
do we-
hormones. More hormones.
cares about
I
his
can't say it.
knees?
More
Jan,
hormones
Jan.
than the rest of us put
Hormones.
together.
Put
Hormones. I
together.
can't say
Amen.
words. Thank
Oh,
you.
God.
Who cares about his knees?
I do.
Well,
I
Jan-
like
Jan,
knees.
you know what I think? Jan, here's what I think about knees. It's a great place to start and work your way up.
That's
There you go.
exactly right.
Got to
You
work
need a
your way
good
up
starting
somehow.
point.
You know, gotta,
And that thigh, that expanse
Hopefully in
of
there.
leg from the kneecap to the thigh,
Yeah.
drives men crazy, girl.
Yummy.
Welcome to Pervert Chat for Ladies. I hope you've enjoyed this talk.
Welcome.
hey, that's Cynthia and Jan. Don't put me in the middle of all that.
No,
You're here. You're here. You're on every talk. What are you talking about, Jackie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's Jan's
Starts
fault.
it.
She keeps quit showing pictures of Sam's body, Jan.
I know, right?
Okay.
Stop that.
You're getting us off track here. We're talking about blood of my blood.
So
Blood of my
sorry.
blood.
Stop
We
it.
are.
No.
I do
feel so-
find it interesting when the two boys go back to Love It and tell him everything that happened at the party.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Party.
yes.
He goes and talks about the
the
party.
40.
Yeah.
The
party.
party. This is what happened at
And we're talking
Daddy.
about-
Daddy, this is what happened at the party.
Too.
Oh, Lordy.
Hey, do you want to hear something really interesting?
I
What, Jan?
absolutely do.
Okay, so the very first people to have a toilet in their home were the Scots.
No, sweetheart. They had them in Rome. They had them in ancient Rome as well. Sorry. But it was
not a flushable toilet.
well not
they have a toilet. Okay.
yeah, they'd have a toilet.
But
Mhm.
not
but-
in Romans time.
Yeah, they did. And Romans
No.
had toilets that went yeah,
not
they did.
flushable.
No, she's talking about with a
I
handle
looked it
and
up.
went.
Okay. This
And
the
then
Scottish
stuff
did not
On
have
the internet, City.
Oh gosh.
It's correct. Okay.
I believe everything on the internet too.
Oh, you gotta
I
believe it all.
believe everything.
They were flushable
Google
toilets.
knows
They were
all.
the first
Google
ones
knows
to
all.
have flushable toilets.
Okay. We are again getting way off topic. Okay.
Okay. Anyway,
Jan, but Jan,
I mean,
What-
why in the heck did they show him in
Taking a shit?
Film number 2 in?
I think to show just how much disrespect he has for anybody else
yes,
around him.
exactly. Yes, yes.
I mean, the whole
Correct.
that whole character is just so gross.
And
Is
we're
he
supposed to
despicable,
think
Jan?
that,
Is he
so they've done
despicable?
a good job.
I think despicable,
He's gross.
despicable.
Yeah.
And any actor that can play a despicable human being gets kudos from me because it means you're just such a good actor that you can make us hate you so
Yeah.
quickly, you know?
Yeah,
And
he
he-
plays a lot of
He's
bad
good.
guys.
Yeah.
Okay,
Tony
so
Curtis, he's a sweetheart though. He's a real sweetheart.
Yeah, he's awesome.
It seems like
love
it,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
so the guys tell him
Everything that happened at the
that
party.
kind of happened,
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm.
at the
At the
party.
gathering. Yeah, the
Yep.
gathering, yeah.
And
Yep.
one thing he figured out is that the guy that was trying to marry that I think it was Dougal gave
Yeah, the
Ellen to that one dude
grands.
that was
Yes.
supposedly
Yeah.
supposed to be his
Uh-huh.
ally, and he goes, "Wait a
Yeah.
second,
Mhm.
Yes.
I got to figure out how to
Yeah.
take him back." So if he figures out how to make
Right.
that marriage go
Uh-huh.
away,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
that's how
So he's
all that was going to happen.
he's gonna
I'm like,
sully
okay,
Ellen's name, so make her
Yeah.
unmarriable.
Oh yeah. Oh
make
yeah.
it
Which they don't,
unmarriable.
and they have no sense of any kind of understanding that what that does to their own family when they do that kind of thing,
Nope.
Yeah,
But
so he didn't care. He just wanted to make sure that dude didn't marry because then they would be allies
no,
together, and he didn't want that. Yeah, I'm like,
no.
okay.
See, here's
Yeah.
my
And of course,
thought.
Brian didn't want it.
What,
Here,
Katie?
here is my thought on that. Okay, since
Mhm.
since Daddy doesn't want that wedding to happen, wouldn't it be beneficial if Daddy helped Brian steal Ellen? Is is
Mhm.
is is Lord
Yeah.
Lovett going to end up being like a cohort in the plot to go steal Ellen and marry him? And I always
No.
wondered
No.
this. Maybe somebody else can tell me. Where did Brian get the land to build
I know.
Lollybrook?
I was thinking
Yeah.
that too.
Did
I don't
did
know.
Dad gift it to him somehow so that he could go
But wait,
off? And
wait.
I'm just
Okay, am I
curious.
wrong? I'm looking at the castle that they're supposedly occupying right now, and it looks like part
Yeah,
of the
there's-
castle of Lollybrook.
Is that what it is? Do you think it's the same land?
I don't know. We don't know, do we? We're just,
No.
We don't know.
you know. But the truth of the matter is Lord Lovett did not like the marriage of his son
No.
and Ellen. He was against it, and he basically disowned him more or less, I
Right.
think, because
So,
of that.
okay.
I go back
so
to my
let
original
me think.
question.
Okay, let's think
What?
about this.
What?
So Ellen was a Mackenzie.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So then his mother, then Brian's mother was what was her last name? Do we know?
No, she was a
Started with a
chambermaid. She
B,
was
wasn't
basically
it?
a maid.
I know,
With
but I was just wondering what-
Davina something?
Davina Porter.
Is it first
Porter.
Porter?
Porter.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Porter.
Porter. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, but she
So
was
he couldn't
basically a
have-
house servant.
He couldn't have inherited money from, the
No.
woman, his mom.
No.
No,
She was
no.
a housemaid.
She had nothing.
She
She
had
had nothing.
nothing.
She was-
Yeah, she had nothing.
So we still don't know how he got the land to build his castle, and he built it himself. He always says
Yes.
that.
with his own hands. But the thing is he was still the laird's son, no matter what. And any laird at the time, whether his child was born on whatever side of the sheets they were born on, would hopefully take care of their child, their son, their
We
their
we
heir.
have we have a possible
What?
answer on the land. Doe, our
Let's
new
do it.
member,
Let's do it.
says
Okay, Doe.
She
Yay
says-
do, yay do.
the land that Lollybrock is on was given by Cullum.
What?
Column.
How did wait? Where?
Maybe that was
How
in the
does Doe know
books,
this?
but it's.
I was going to say one of the side because I haven't read the
Weren't
side
they
books.
all
I don't
really,
read
really
the side books.
upset about it? Weren't they all really
Wow.
upset that he was, that he stole Ellen?
Yeah, they were all against her marrying Brian.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Well, I
Lord
guess we're
Lovett
gonna have
wanted.
to watch the show and find out why. But
Well, I guess he
Yeah, I
will.
guess-
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll find out. I'm
Yeah,
sure
maybe they'll tell us that.
Well, Lord Lovett wanted Lollybrook because he didn't want his son to have that, and he didn't want any memory of that, so he wanted to eradicate it and take it over. And
Yeah.
because he hated.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's so weird. Cullum gave it to him, but Dougal wanted to take it back from. That's all very.
Yeah.
All right,
Yes.
all right. Thank you, Doe. I appreciate it's in the book. She says, and
We
it's
love
been a
you,
while
Doe.
since I
We
read the
love you.
book. So we'll have to watch
Yeah.
this happen in real time because
Yeah.
it seems
Yeah.
it
Which
seems
is cool.
odd that he would do that.
Yeah,
Well,
this
okay.
is
this is
odd.
what. This is
Did,
what's
did
going
we
to
miss
intrigue us
anything
to
that
watch
happened
it.
in the gathering so far? Because then we just have the wind up at the end. and we
Probably,
might actually get out of
probably.
this
The
before
wind
we
up
get
at the
cut
end.
off.
We're
Okay.
good at the end.
Okay.
So we've
What do we wanna
seen,
touch on?
Yeah, I was just gonna say we've talked about everything. Have we actually talked about how Julia resolves the child problem?
No, and
Well,
that's the
first,
big,
before
big,
that happens,
big,
though,
We
big.
did not talk
Isn't
about
that happen before that happens? Henry is talking to Ned
Yes.
about how he's going to find Julia at a
Yeah.
brothel.
Well, I
Yeah.
thought we
right?
touched on that, but yes, okay. So that's why I love Ned.
That cracked me up because Bug was there in that in that scene.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
Bug was in that scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
That chick rubs up on him with
So-
boobs, right?
So
And
Well-
he's like, "Yeah, I got to get out of here."
that lady the lady comes
That's
to
great.
talk to
Lady,
them.
lady, that's nice.
Yes, a lady.
Lady of the
That
night.
chick,
Yeah.
the
Sex
lady
work
rubbed up
is
on him with
still
her
work.
boobs.
Okay,
I know.
sex
It's
work is
still,
still
Is
work.
she a
yeah,
prostitute?
and it's the oldest,
Yeah,
yeah,
they're all prostitutes, sweetheart.
They're all
oldest profession,
prostitutes.
oldest profession. Yes. Yeah,
Yes, they're all
we've been.
prostitutes.
So she says, she says that she knows everybody,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
they want
Yes.
her to try to find Julia.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So he gives
So
her the description of
that's why I
Julia.
thought she wasn't a prostitute.
Oh, she's
She's
the
the
head
madam.
prostitute of that whole
Yeah.
thing. She's
Oh
the
yeah.
madam of
Oh
that
yeah.
whole
Yeah.
She's
thing.
the boss,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
She's the boss lady.
They're basically looking for any unattached woman wandering the countryside.
Right.
So who better than
Pretty much.
to employ than a bunch of whores, you know?
No, exactly. No,
Promoted.
you know what though? It's a smart
Exactly.
way because a lot of times you would see,
Yeah.
at least
Yeah.
in stories and stuff, you would see that there were
Yeah.
women who would work there that weren't prostitutes.
Mhm.
They got to clean
Right.
up the fun stuff left over,
Yes.
but it was
Yeah.
still employment. So it's very
Right.
possible even somebody who
Yes,
isn't there
it
to
is.
pour themselves out
Yes.
would still be looking for work. So it's a good
Yes.
place to start, really, if you're going to look for
Yeah.
a single woman.
Sure.
A single
Sure.
woman. Right.
Lost,
And it's a place.
confused,
It's a place. It's a place.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a place. Yeah.
and it's a place Ned
And then it
apparently is
jumps
very
after
familiar
that
with.
happens.
and
Yeah, I know,
Ned's,
right? And then
Ned's very familiar with whorehouses, so we're fine.
absolutely, we found that out in the last one. Yeah. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
and it sounds like he's very familiar with that chick. Does it sound
Yeah,
like
I think so.
He's very
I'm
familiar
gonna-
What
with
is
that lady,
usual?
I think.
I think she has to be what it is usual.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know. I like that line. That was a
That's
good
so
line.
cute.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
somebody told me, and I haven't had a chance to rewatch to that scene, but somebody said somebody has a dress on that looked just exactly like the
The
dress.
wedding dress? No.
Yes.
Yes.
The
I don't
wedding
think so.
dress.
I
Did
don't-
anybody
Cut,
see
but
that?
it's not the
I did.
same.
I didn't. I'm gonna have to watch it. I didn't see that. I bet I heard that.
I
It's-
Yeah.
didn't see that.
Yeah.
It's a familiar style, but it's not cut the same as Katrina's,
Well,
and it's not the same.
no.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you hear it and looked at it? Katie?
Yeah. Well, I didn't look at it, but I heard it. Yeah.
Yeah. It just didn't seem right. I was gonna say real quick, Grammy B in North Carolina just gifted somebody a membership. That's very nice of her.
Granny, bless. I'm not gonna say bless your heart, but thank you.
And- yeah,
Bless
DMGH
your
got it.
little heart.
And Sheila Ewing has joined us and wants to remind us that Ned is comfortable in brothels. He went to one to buy Claire's
Yes.
wedding
Yes.
dress.
Well, we were talking
Yes.
about that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
We figured that out. Yeah.
Well, you know what? If you
Pertinent
think about it, lawyers and prostitutes kind of go together. Like,
Hey.
Yeah.
They're
Well.
all-
They both will do just about
Well-
anything for money, man.
for
I'll tell you.
money. Well,
Well,
having been a
That's
legal
right.
secretary for 30 years, yeah,
My
you know what?
cousin's
10,000
a lawyer,
lawyers.
so I'm.
Okay, I love lawyers. I wanted to be one. You know what 10,000 lawyers on the bottom of the sea is?
A good
I
start.
don't know.
A good start.
Oh, you all are sad.
I've heard the joke.
It's ancient. I learned it from a lawyer I worked for.
We used to collect lawyer jokes right after my cousin
we did.
graduated, so
Yeah.
we could just mess with her. Yeah.
They're wonderful. They're wonderful. They're almost
They
as good
are.
as blonde jokes, but we won't go there.
My sister's blonde, so I know a lot of those too. So
I know. It's totally grossly unfair. My mother said I should have been an attorney, and I said, Mom, I would have been if it had anything to do with legality instead of just money.
thank you.
Money and
Yes.
politics.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, money and
It's
So-
nothing to do with the law,
Are we,
really.
are we at the point?
We're-
Are we at the point?
let's talk about it. You want to do it?
We're talking
Let's
about the
end.
end because that's where
Yeah,
we're
We're gonna
at.
talk about
And-
that
We're at
end.
the end now.
All right.
Please,
And
yes,
the
go
thing is,
for it.
and this is going to be hot. Jan, take it
Wow.
away.
Wow.
So Claire's mom, Julia, she is thinking, and we can hear her talking.
Yes.
She's talking to us.
Uh-huh.
And we don't know what she's going to do, but she's
No,
all
we don't.
dressed up. She's
Mhm.
all dressed up, got her pretty nightgown
Got her
on.
hair down. Her hair down. Oh,
hair
Got her
down,
hair,
uh-huh.
her hair is
and
did.
she
Mhm.
grabs the candle
Mhm.
and she walks with it, and
Mhm.
she walks down and then disappears into the doorway.
Yep.
And then she knocks on the door,
Mm-hmm.
opens the door, and then walks up to the bed
Uh-huh.
and he says something to her. I can't
Something
remember
about
what it
He
is.
says,
come warm yourself, my wild,
English
warm
rose.
yourself,
Because
my
she's
English rose.
because she
Yeah,
just wrote.
Yeah, my English rose. And then you see her
dropping
drop
everything.
the rope.
Yeah.
Does she have a figure or what?
Yes,
Wow.
exactly. Yes,
Beautiful.
Wow.
yes.
She's beautiful.
No, but she looks like Claire. If you look at
Yeah.
that scene compared to Kate, you know, or
She has
Kat,
a
or however you say
very
her name
slender
short.
physique.
Very similar, almost the same ass, but not.
Yeah.
But the scene is so reminiscent of the wedding
Yeah.
scene.
Of the wedding scene,
Yeah.
yeah, correct.
Yeah.
I get that, yeah.
But the thing is it just took my breath away because I did not.
I was
expect
screaming at the TV. No,
Yeah, you just
no,
go,
Yeah,
no,
me too.
no.
I was like, don't do it.
do it. I know. We're all screaming at
But like I said, at the same time, it was like Claire going into the king to sacrifice herself to save her husband, and she had to save her child. The only way to save it, Lord love it, think it was his.
think it was
Right.
his.
That's it.
Correct.
That's
I
So
it.
get
I
that.
think it's really interesting that both women had power because of what they were going to do. You know, they used it as power against these men.
Yeah.
So
Jan, since day one, women have always had power over men. We just don't use it. We
I know.
refuse to. We don't understand it. And the thing is, there have been revolutions by women since day one, trying to fight against that oppression. And sometimes the only argument we have is sex. We
Yeah.
cut them off.
Yeah.
Cut them off.
And we got Betsy
Yeah.
just says Julia might claim that her unborn child is Lord Lovett's to save its
Mhm.
life. Just
right.
saying.
That's
Yeah,
what's going to
we
happen.
Duh.
we
Yeah.
completely
Exactly.
agree. That choice she made
Yeah.
was to save her
Betsy, we
child.
already
It's that
we
simple.
already
Yeah.
figured
No.
that out,
That's the
Betsy.
only reason she's doing it.
Yeah.
Why else would she? There is no
Why
other
else
reason.
would you?
Right.
There's no
No,
other
because
reason. Right.
Tony, good looking guy without the makeup. Tony in makeup. No, I wouldn't touch him with a
Not so
10-foot
much.
pole. Anybody
Not so
else
much.
a 10-foot pole?
Ugh.
No,
Not so much.
no. But this is a
I
man who
know.
doesn't
No.
care. This is a man who cares about conquest over content.
Yeah.
He just
Right.
doesn't. He doesn't care about what's in it as long as
So
he
do you
owns
guys
it.
think that she's actually going to do it, or do you think someone might knock
Oh
on the
yeah,
door right
I think
before
she's
it all
doing
starts
it.
to
I think
happen?
she, I think
I
she
hope
did
to
it.
I'm just curious. I'm just
I
I
saying.
think by the
she
end of the
will- I
next
think-
episode, he's
No,
gonna be like,
she
"My
will do it.
baby's
She will
coming."
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I
she
think
will
she
do
will
it.
too.
She has no choice. She has no choice at this point.
Right.
Well,
No.
before we
Yeah,
get,
we'll see next
sorry to
week.
rush you, ladies, but before we get cut off, what did we think of the episode overall? Because a lot happened.
Oh
What
wow.
happens?
Oh wow. Yeah, it was good. I liked it. I liked it because I think, well,
You kind of got
not
the
only did it
politics
sow
of
some,
what's happening.
yeah, the politics is what I liked a lot. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that
really
I like that a lot.
I like that a lot. I like the politics.
I'll give it
I really think
4.5.
we
4.5.
learned
4.5. Okay.
we learned how smart Ellen really is
Yeah.
in
Yes.
this
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was excellent. That she was so
Yeah.
well written to give us that impression, so we
Yeah.
finally understand
Yeah.
her a little better. That was so well
Right.
done.
You're right.
No,
True.
overall, I am so impressed. I really didn't think I was going to
So
like
are
this.
we going to
But I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. What?
Are we going to use butts this time with this series?
No.
Well,
What are we
No,
there
gonna
were
do?
no butts.
no.
Well, no, there was a
Not-
there was a woman's butt though, and I just don't have
Yeah.
an appreciation for those.
So
nearly
are
as
we
much
going
as
to
a
do
male butt.
kilts?
Kilts.
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 Okay.
I already did 4.5. 4.5.
Yeah, I
and
give it 4 kilts.
I'll give it 4.5. I
I'll
just
give it
love
4.5.
the way that
Yeah.
I give it
What do you say,
4.5.
Jackie? What are you
I
going
give
to
four
give
and a
it?
half. Four and a
Okay.
half
Yeah.
kilts. Yeah.
I'm
it was
bumping it
good.
up to 4.75 just because I like the
Oh, there you go.
feistiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you, girl. 4.75. Go for it, girl.
If they keep me interested, they're keeping me interested. That's the thing.
Yeah.
They-
Yep.
They want. I'm coming back.
wanna-
I'm coming back.
Coming
I'm coming
back,
back.
I'm gonna give it 4.5 just so they can give more improvement next time. Because
Yeah.
there might
There
be
you
a
go,
5 one in
yeah.
there somewhere.
This was a really
Yeah.
good one. I was
I'm-
really
I'm-
impressed.
I'm
I was
interested.
too. I was too. I am.
Interested to see.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are like, I'm not gonna spend my time.
I know. I know.
Outlander, you know, the prequel
Oh, well.
to Outlander. I'm not gonna. I love Outlander, but I don't. You know,
I know.
I'm not gonna spend my time blood of my
No.
blood. it'll be interesting to see how many of those people start watching Blood of My Blood,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
I
yeah.
well, why do you think we're here, baby?
Yeah.
I'm here
we're
because I
we're
have a
here to
channel.
stimulate. Yeah, you lucky duck.
Well,
I need to talk to you.
hopefully
I'll show you
they'll
how to start your own. Trust me, it's not that
That's
hard.
what I'm talking. I want to talk to you about
It's
that.
just
That's what I want to talk to
everything
you about.
else is hard.
My nephew is going to give me some equipment, but I need to tell him what I need. But
so
All
later,
right.
later, later.
I guess it's
I
time to go.
oh okay,
Cheers,
we're going.
y'all.
Okay.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
All right.
again
having
so
us.
much,
Thanks
ladies.
for
Thank you
having
so
us,
much.
Katie.
Thanks for
So
having
Absolutely,
us.
always a
Wednesday
pleasure.
night is Wednesday's Princess Bride.
Wednesday's Princess Bride. I've got you, I've got Jackie, and I've got Melissa joining me. All right, and that's when they cut us off. Hopefully they caught that. But yes, we are going to be doing this again on Wednesday night, to talk about Princess Bride. Has anybody seen Princess Bride? Hopefully, a good portion of us have. So check that out. And I do know a couple of places that you can watch it if you would like to do so. If you can't remember who Wesley is, and I don't mean Wesley Crusher on Star Trek, but you can watch it with a Disney Plus subscription, an AMC Plus subscription, a Philo subscription, a YouTube and then there's YouTube, Sling, Amazon, will allow you to use it with a premium subscription. Fandango, Google, and Apple have it for sale for $15 or $14.99 if you want to be really picky about it. So you can check that out if you would like to. Please do, because we're going to have a good talk about a fun old movie that, well, I say old because my daughter thinks it's very old, but it doesn't feel that old to me. It's classic, it's fantastic, it's enjoyable. So if you can, please do join us while we talk about Princess Bride. Also, thank you so much for joining me here today. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Jan. We hadn't seen Jan in a little while, so it was very nice to see her come back. We have more chats coming up every Monday about every episode that comes out of Blood of My Blood. So make sure you do join us. Same bat time, same bat channel. And if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down and make sure you let me know what you thought in the comments. Also, subscribe if you find yourself coming back to this channel a lot, because then you can also hit that notifications bell and note when new videos do come out. Thank you so much to my members. Thanks for your continuous support. I really appreciate it. Thank you to our newest member. Very much happy to see you. And those of you who are getting these gift memberships, thank your fellow members, because you guys are awesome. You guys are so generous with each other, with me. As you can hear in my voice, I'm getting on. Okay, I'm doing well. When I'm busy, I'm better. I have yet to actually sit down and have a breakdown cry, and I'm sort of afraid to do that. If you don't know, my father passed away 6 days ago. We have had his funeral. We interred him today. And I'm worried that if I start crying, I will break all progress I have. So if I just sort of come up missing one day, just figure I'm probably in a corner bawling my eyes out. But no, generally, really, guys, I'm doing a lot better, doing well, and that is in part due to you guys. Honestly, I feel very fortunate to have this channel and have such a fantastic viewership that truly cares about me. And I'm just sitting here talking while you're looking at this blue funny thing. So I'm going to let y'all go. Let you have a good rest of your night. I will see you tomorrow for our live at 12 o'clock. I'm going to stick to my old schedule as best as I can, because I did work out over summer and it gave me time to do stuff. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Hug each other. Do something kind to someone next to you. And above all, stay safe. And I will see you all later. Love you. And yeah, I don't know. If you have time and still want more Outlander information, check out the videos below.